right, let's check the mic. Oh, there's an ad. I guess we're just going to assume that this thing is going to work. Hello, everybody. Once again, back from a small hiatus. It's InsaneSparty here with America's F2 Thursday. This week, our little adventure will take place at two tracks at Albert Park in Australia, just outside of Melbourne, for the first 25% race, and then our 50% race will be in Great Britain. For those of us who are new to the broadcast, we have one-shot qualification that will be for this first race. We will run, I believe, is an 8-lap race here, or 9 laps, and then invert the top 10 for the second race. That'll be a 50% race in Great Britain. We'll have a short 5-minute break in between there, so the grid can get set. People can use the facilities, refill their favorite drink, chill out a little bit. Who knows? Let's see. Here we go. Light grid tonight. We will follow Flavis around the track here. Albert Park. Get all my super stuff. There we go. As Flavis Hella heads through one of the first chicanes here. They have had some recent changes at this track in the last year. I believe, if I'm correct, turns 9 and 10 are now a little bit straighter. Currently, Flavis is going through 6 and 7. Coming around the long right-hander, there used to be another chicane here. It's a little bit more flat out. I myself can never get my F1 car to have proper speed around this area, heading towards turn 10 and 11, which can be tricky. There's a curb on the left-hand side, and then the right-hander that you see right here, you hit that curb incorrectly, your car will kind of Tokyo drift sideways into the barriers. This turn up here, turn 13, is now more of a 90-degree corner. Very tough if you do not hit your braking point correctly, as it comes around into the final chicanes, turn 14, 15, which sets you up for a very tricky traction corner here, turn 16, the final corner. Depending on how good you are with the throttle, if you hammer it down too soon, you will spin out in that corner. As we say, a couple guys DQ'd. Again, only 11 drivers, unfortunately, a little bit light on the grid today. Don't know if that has to do with March Madness or spring breaks in the Americas or something like that, but we see Nico take pole. Captain Schmeg's second, Drag King third. Verts does not have pole, is fourth place. That's a new one for him, I do believe. Sargent is fifth, Sublime sixth, Style seventh, Rocket eighth, Flavis 9, and DQ, Blockman, and Beardus are 10th and 11th, respectively. Before we hit the grid here, because there is no formation lap, where did my standings go? So standings, Verts has a commanding lead on the field currently, 351 points. Blockman way behind, 96 points behind at 255. Viridis sits in third, 10 points back. Vitamin D in fourth with 209. Drag King in fifth. Nico sixth. JBH in seventh. Sublime in eighth. Schmeg in ninth. And Sargent rounds out the top 10 for points. Constructors, Art has almost a 100-point lead over Prima, who's got about a 20-point lead over Dams. MP, Virtuosi, Carlin, Trident, Campos, High Tech, VAR, and Charuz is way in the back with 16 points. One item of note from the race last week, Blockman had a 3-second penalty that was allowed to be rescinded, and that actually gave him a podium place instead of Sublime. So here we go. We see, again, no formation lap. Nico leading the field. Looks like Drag King got a great jump, and the cars are gone, but the camera's still there. Verts all the way up into the lead. briefly slots back into second. Drag King is now the leader. Nico did not get a very good start, all the way down in fourth currently. See if they can make it here through these tight chicanes. So far, so good. Everybody pretty orderly. A lot of side-by-side, but no beating and banging, so that's good. Oh, Blackman here goes really wide on that corner style, using all of that territory. Schmeg, Drag King, going to have to keep up with Verts. Verts does like to get quick and very long leads, especially in these first ones, and has a habit of winning the first one and starting in 10th for the second race. I don't want that one. I maybe want that one. There we go. So Nico, again, down from pole position to fourth place, so down 3 spots. He is so far the biggest loser on the grid. Blockman up 3 spots, as well as Verts up 3 spots. So we will not have DRS active until the end of next lap. So the front straightaway DRS zone will not come into play for 2 more laps at least. As we see, Verts still only has about a half-second lead. Captain Schmeg with Nico picks up a penalty already, as we have Blockman, Sublime, somebody back here. Had a little bit of an incident, as we see, was that Style get into Sub, who had Rocket get into him. A little bit of accordion action there. Looks like no wing damage that I can see on everybody's car, as Style gets a little bit loose on the corner exit and is having a hell of a time. Just trying to gather himself here, fighting Flavius now for last. Side by side, he's got good speed coming through here. Still side by side, gonna be a little tricky up here at these corners. You do not want to take these side by side, but these guys are fighting hard. Let's see if anyone gets run off. Flavius slots back in behind Style. It's probably a smart move. Live to fight another day there. Blockman going for a move on Rocket at the 90 degree. And gets a little squirrely into the back of Rocket there. Both of them still moving forward. So DRS will be active starting this lap, but this is zone that you see here on the front straight will not be in play. Verts sets a 129.19. Schmeg closing in on the back of Drag King. Sargent trying to keep pace with Nico. Nico does have that 2-second time penalty already. Car's bodying out all over the place, as we see Blockman again trying to take advantage. Schmeg picks up a penalty as well. And there goes around Blockman. Blockman gets loose. Corner exit. Trying to get the power down to get around Rocket. Unfortunately, that did not go as planned. So Schmeg and Nico currently 2-second time penalties each. Sort of have Verts, so it's a little over 1 second now. Has doubled his lead in the last lap. Viridis now up 5 positions on the race. Only Viridis, Verts, and Drag King have gained positions so far. Everybody else has either maintained or lost, obviously. Sublime in a little bit of no man's land here. 4.5 behind and 2 ahead, so doing a lot of driving by himself. That's usually what I like to do. It's safer for everybody. Nico chasing down Schmeg. Good little close battle here for second place. Again, those time penalties are going to bump those 2 guys down at least 2 spots at this current pace. You see Vert's kind of setting sail now. Coming around 2, 3 more corners. We'll hit that back DRS zone right before the 90 right-hander. So Schmeg should have the wing pop open here. It's right on board. Way too far back in these slow cars. As you see Nico right behind. Viridis going for a move on Sargent. Gets that done pretty handily. Alright, so right around with Nico. So Schmeg will have DRS as well. Make it a little bit tough on Nico to get him. I don't think they will be able to get Drag King here on the stretch too far back at the start of the zone. Looks like everything's still nice and tidy. Nico late braking a little bit, trying to gain some time in these buses that are F2 cars. You can get a good amount of drag, excuse me, you get a good amount of draft, not drag, in these F2 cars as opposed to the F1 cars. Makes it a little bit easier to follow, a little bit better racing typically. As we see Schmeg and Nico coming up to that next DRS zone here. A little bit wobbly for Schmeg on exit there. Again, that's that corner that if you hit wrong, you get up on that curb, your car will kind of jut sideways and you'll end up in the barrier. Nico all over the back of Schmeg now. Still about half a second behind Drag King. I don't think they'll be able to take advantage of the DRS zone. We'll see if Nico can get a good launch, get that draft with the wing open. Did he make a lunge into turn 1? Nope. Decides against it. It's a good move. DRS zone number 2 here. Takes a peek. Doesn't execute. So we got 3 laps left here as Flavis battling with Blockman, who had spun earlier. Style all over the back of Rocket as well. Rocket, healthy gap to Sublime, who has a healthier gap to anybody around, just kind of driving by himself. Taking in the sights and the scenery. Maybe listening to some opera music, who knows. Nico still trying to chase down Schmeg and Drag King. Everybody else, aside from Styles, pretty much spaced out of DRS zone. And yet again, here we go. Schmeg's going to be way too far back to be able to make a move here. Nico just taking a peek. Nothing doing. But you see in the background, Viridis, who's up 6 spots so far, starting to close a little bit. So the longer that these guys sort of stay in line, don't really go anywhere, Viridis is going to be able to creep back in. Maybe he'll be able to make a move. For anybody new, you see Style and Blockman and Rocket. Blockman getting by Style here. Blockman with the move over to the left. Style hanging on the right-hand side, but Blockman does get it done in front of him. Blockman is on the offensive. Here we go, Blockman versus Rocket. Coming around, Rocket hugs that corner. Ends up behind Blockman. Blockman on a mission after his spin there. We'll see. We should have DRS coming up in this next zone, both Blockman and Style. Excuse me, both Style and Rocket should be able to take advantage here. Oh, that was close. Style right there on the doorstep. Both drivers here too far back to make a move. Looks like Sublime, I do believe, has had an issue here. He is about to get gobbled up by these guys. And that might have given Blockman, it did, it gave Blockman DRS here. Both of them side by side, no damage on Sub's wing, just an untimely spin. So he's going to be fresh meat for Rocket and Style. These guys are battling crazy. We are on the last lap. During all that excitement, yes, I missed that we were on the last lap here. So yes, everything, elbows out for everybody, boys. Vert's cruising 2.6 seconds. 2-second penalty. Oops, where is my, there we go. 2-second penalty. Those will come into play for Nico, as he still is, oh, you gotten passed by Virtus, excuse me. Drag King does have a little bit of a gap there. Sublime. These guys have spaced out rather quickly as well. As we see Verts coming around the corner again. Another victory as he's weaving back and forth. Drag King comes across the line in second, but will get passed by Virtus, who will take second. Drag King will end up on the podium, as Nico does have that time penalty. Sergeant Bill fifth. Schmeg will come across in sixth. Blockman's too far behind to capitalize, will be in seventh. Sublime, happy that he finished in eighth, as we see Rocket chased down by Style with Flavis there. So there you go, nice quick race. Virtus, driver of the day. Vert gets yet another victory. They're probably all sick of him taking all the wins, want some for themselves. Oh well, do better, fellas. That is only Vert's 8th win on the season out of 15 races, I do believe. So we have, again, an inverted top 10, so that'll look interesting. We'll have Verts, as you see here, won the first race. Virtus came in second. Drag King rounds out the podium. In third, Nico in fourth. Sergeant Bill in fifth. Schmeg in sixth. Blockman comes home seventh. Sublime in eighth. Rocket ninth. Style rounds out the top 10. He will start pole in the second race. And Flavis comes home 11th and will start in 11th for the second race. As we see the countdown clock here, there will be, let me check the channel, typically maybe 3 to 5 minutes. A little break, grid gets reset. Sublime takes a nap, or whatever it is that he does when he's setting up the lobby. And then we'll get going with race number 2. So until then, we shall return in 3 to 5 minutes. All right, and we are back. Race number 2 set to get underway here. 15 laps in Great Britain. Silverstone. Typically a good circuit for the F1 calendar. We do have a 18-turn layout. If I remember correctly, that said 25 laps, but I could be totally off on that. That seems pretty long for an F2 race. So we had 11 drivers in race number 1. All but one of those guys will invert from where they finished. So we had Verts winning the first race in Albert Park. He will start 10th. Flavis finished 11th in the first race, and he will start in 11th. Nice. Fixed setups here for anybody new to the stream. Thank you for joining us. InsaneSparty here with America's F2 Thursday. Fixed setups for everybody. So the only thing the drivers will be doing currently is picking the tires that they want to start on the race. So there is one mandatory pit stop, unlike the first race. There should, in theory, if the lobby was set up properly, be a formation lap. And either this is hanging or I am glitching. Unclear. Please hold. Looks like everybody is still kind of just sitting there, at least from the other Twitch streams that I'm looking at. Sublime currently is going on the hard compounds. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. That would be cheating. No peeking. Alright, so as we sit here and wait, and wait, and wait, and watch Twitch do another ad, because why not do any ads? And here we go, finally. That's pretty good. No instruction to not hit the advancing button from Sublime, but everybody waited properly, unlike some races that we have every now and then on the Americas side. All right, Viridis, good luck, buddy. Go get him. I'm rooting for you. Watch out for Verts. He's a fast one. All right, so good. Formation lap. Here we go. Fantastic. Let's set up all my stuff. Let's check out those tires. So we do have about half and half about on the hard compound. So Style Harmony will finished in 10th. We'll start in first. Rocket will be in second. Sublime third. Blockman in fourth. All on the hard compounds. They will definitely have an advantage here at the end of the race. Schmeg is on the softs in fifth. Sargent on the hards in sixth. We have a couple soft runners here, Nico Draking and Viridis, all on the soft, so they'll make some good advantages at the beginning, and then hope to do possibly the undercut, and get as far in front of these hard runners as possible for when the tire strategy flips. Verts, again, winning the first race, only his 8th out of 15. He will start 10th. He is on the hard compounds, and Flavis is on the softs, riding shotgun on the field. Should get rid of that one there. Hey. Oh, there we go. Oh, As the drivers make their way around the course, I was just mentioning in the chat channels that it has been a couple races in a row that we have not had a pre-turn one incident. So I think we had 3 races in a row at one point where there were major accidents before we even got to turn one. It has been clean the last couple, and I'm certain that I just jinxed it on this one. But we shall see. I don't want that camera. There we go, that's a better one. Alright, so as they are lining back up, everybody to the grid, all 11 drivers. Nobody disqualified yet. Super duper, fantastic. Whoever that is in the back there, is that? Yeah, that was Verts just creeping. Alright, here we go. 5 lights. This camera is like drunk or something. Here we go. Lights are off. Where is the field? Thank you. Style did not get a good jump. Rocket got a great jump. Heads through turn one. Assumes the lead currently. A little bit wide for Drag King back there in the back. Looks like Style is picking his way through. Does drop another position there. Blockman is able to get by Sublime around the outside on Drag King. Can he hold position there, Drag King, with a better compound of tires? Sublime with, well, apparently some good speed here with these fixed setups. Good job for him keeping that there. And we got Viridis inside of Captain Schmeg, now holds the outside. Coming around the old pit straight. I wouldn't go side by side here, fellas. This is probably not the best idea. Nobody backing out. Schmeg, Viridis around the outside. He gets it. As you see Sargent go a little bit wide upon corner exit. We got battles all over the place here. We've got Sublime holding off Drag King. Drag King up 3 spots currently. Style down 2. Rocket briefly had the lead. Blockman is starting to set sail, however. Sargent in the back in a little bit of a sandwich here. Nico and Verts. Verts, man on a mission as always. Trying to make it from the back of the field yet again. I've lost sight. There he is. Verts. Verts, a little squirrely upon exit there. Sargent may have caught in some curb or just some ill-timed contact there. As we see Blockman setting way... Ooh, there we go. Blockman setting sail. 2-second lead already. Sublime having a couple as he gets a little loose on exit, whether that was due to the contact or trying to just fire up those hard compounds, as he is getting a train run on him by these soft runners. Down 5 spots with Verts right behind him. You know Verts wants to pounce all over the back of Sublime here. Sublime hopefully not using up these hard tires that are supposed to last a while. As we see Nico all over the back of Schmeg. And up front we got, I think that was Verts or Drag King that ran a little wide. Oh, here we go, boys. Style is doing some groundskeeping all over the place. Schmeg, Nico, Style, Sublime. It is a madhouse here. Who's going to get the best draft coming out of the corner here? Style trying to hold up Schmeg. Nope, ends up getting wide. Schmeg on the grass. Gets a little squirrely upon exit. Nico's somewhere around here. Here's Nico. Nico diving into the pits. May have had wing damage or something. I'm not entirely certain. So Nico has pit. Sublime in behind Verts now. DRS is enabled. Drag King chasing Viridis. Viridis on the back of Rocket as well. Style, as you saw, was doing a bunch of outside the lines painting there. So he picks up a 2-second penalty. Viridis does have DRS as well as Drag King, both on Rocket, as Viridis is going around the outside of Rocket. Now on the inside does have position. Drag King very close to the back of Rocket there. So Viridis up into second place, Rocket down into third. Drag King on the inside, as it looks like, I don't know, somebody. There's yellow flags, but no cars up. We got Schmeg. Schmeg has gone around. Drag King now in behind Rocket. Rocket gets a little slow on exit there, coming through. Maggots and Beckett. Down the hanger straight. Both cars still have DRS, so that's not going to be very helpful for Drag King there, although he does have that draft. See if we can hang it around the outside here. Room given to both drivers. Rocket in behind Drag King as he moves up into the top three. Sublime here, chasing down Vert still. Vert's moving his way methodically through the field, up 5 positions already. 15 laps is the total. Whoever Peter is does not belong here. Please go away. Thank you very much. Flavis trying to chase down Style. Style with that 2-second penalty already. Nico may have had damage previously, is on the hard compound tire. Goodbye, Peter. Bert. Rocket still had DRS, so Bert isn't going to be able to take advantage of here. We'll see if he's going to be able to get it down on the hanger straight in a couple turns. It's a good exit here. Uses all that track over on the right-hand side as Schmeg picks up a penalty. The day's gone from a little bad to worse here. Ooh. Bert stays inside the line. He's going for a move here. Really? That's ill-advised, my man. That's something that if you want to end up in the grassy knoll over there on the right-hand side, that's when you do it. You wait for this right here, and then you take it. As we see, Rocket does not have DRS, so he was a sitting duck. All Vert's had to do is just wait for that moment there. Sublime also does not have DRS. Sublime goes a little bit wide as we see Drag King dive into the pits, I do believe. Yep, there we go. Blockman sets a fast lap of 1:41.335. Viritus sets a lap about 0.6 of a second quicker. As Sublime had that exit there on Rocket. Goes by, no problem at all. So we have 2 drivers who have pit thus far, Schmeg and Drag King, trying for an undercut. We'll see if they're able to pull that off. Front part of the field here, pretty spaced out, except for Rocket. Sublime. Rocket should have had DRS. Thank you for changing the camera. And got a healthy cut there on that corner. I believe that's in low field. So currently Viridis, the highest running soft runner. 2 others have pit thus far. Nico and Drag King, excuse me. So Rocket coming down through Maggots and Beckett will have, if he stays here, DRS on the hanger straight. Sublime does a little bit of lawn mowing there over on left-hand side. Does have DRS. Style did not have DRS. Still way too far back to make any sort of move here. We'll see if Viridis dives into the pits. He does not. Viridis stays out. Most likely, I imagine, will be coming to the pits this lap, however. Let's see if Flavis stays out as well, and Schmeg dives into the pits after he gets a 3-second penalty. Did woe it down enough, unlike what Max Verstappen did here. I believe it was last year, where he most certainly sped into the pits but wasn't called upon it. But who am I? So Rocket, Style, both in DRS range, trying to chase down Sublime. Sublime, who had that train run on him earlier in the race, is trying to recover from that. I'm sure that wasn't a good feeling for him. Drag King has caught Nico. Style picks up a 3-second penalty. I believe that's another one. So is that 6 seconds? Let's take a look. 9. High score, my man. 9 seconds of penalties thus far. Schmeg does have 6. Those will be interesting if we do get a safety car here. So Rocket, Style, chasing down Sublime. Verts, Viridis, Blockman, spread out by about the same amount of time. Style. Hanging it around the outside. I don't know if this is going to hold as you see Viridis diving into the pits. He does have position here. Let's see if he can. No, he does back out. He gave it a go. I thought he might be able to pull it off there. But Style pulls out on Rocket just a little bit early. No contact made as we see Viridis. Flavis dives into the pits. All the soft runners are now pitting. They have pit. We'll see how long these hard runners are going to go. I imagine they won't be coming in before lap 10. Beyond lap 10 would be the earliest. So Blockman, 8 seconds out in front of Verts. 8.5. Drag King picks up another penalty, I do believe. Rocket, Style, Sargent has joined the fray. As Style gets a big bite coming off corner exit. He's going to lose 2 spots here. Sargent and Rocket were able to take advantage of that. They both, however, well, Style and Sargent will have DRS here. Rocket is too far back from Sublime, so he may be. I think Sargent will be able to get the pass done here. I do not believe Style will be close enough to get this done. Sargent going for the pass, hanging it around the outside. Not able to. Where'd he go? Yes, able to. Thank you for the view. It looks like he was able to execute that. Style now on the attack. Gets a call. Had a great exit. Might have been able to make that move there on Rocket. There was a little bit of a bump. Not a block or anything. He just couldn't get that car far enough to the right-hand side to be able to execute that move. Might have been a little squirrely going in turn 1 anyways, but as we see Nico set a fast lap at 140.925. Both these guys have DRS on Sublime. So Blockman setting sail. Everybody on the hard compounds here as we see Nico. No. Maybe Style. Style again, 2 laps in a row, same spot. Maybe had a snap again. Get some oversteer. So Rocket, the lone driver, does have DRS. He will not be able to make this move here. Unless he's going to send it from a mile back. Blockman sets fast lap. Verts goes into the pits. So at the time he pit, it says 9.4. I believe he was just under 9 previously. Back from Blockman. We'll see how much he's able to make up depending on when Blockman pits. I do think this is a tad early for the soft runners, however. Rocket slides by, picks up second place currently. Sargent and Sublime both come into pit, get that soft compound. As Nico gets a little bit of traction issue upon corner exit there, final chicane. Drag King on Verts coming out of the pits with cold tires, you presume. Will have the grip, however. We give each other some room. Verts does have the preferred line here for this one, as he does get through. Tracking does have 4-lap old hards. So Verts should set sail from here. Blockman dives into the pits, so if we remember, it was about, we'll just call it a 9-second to do that average there. 9-second difference between Verts and Blockman. Let's see how much one lap made here. So Rocket style. The two hard runners that are still out. Rocket dives in the pits, Style dives in the pits as well. So Viridis, let's see if he can capitalize. As you see Blockman starting to roll out of his pit box. Coming up through. As Sublime picks up a 3-second penalty. Viridis does set a fast lap. Blockman is out of the pit exit. So Viridis will be second place here, as he was before he pit. Verts currently looks like he is about 7, 8, maybe 9.5 seconds back. Maybe 9 seconds at the most. So a tiny bit of time that he was able to make up on Blockman, but Blockman way too far out in front. Viridis and Nico both on the non-fast tires at the moment, as Viridis all over the back of Nico. Does have purple sector 1. 6 laps remaining in the race. Verts will have DRS. After Maggots and Beckett. Oh, where'd he go? On the hanger straight. Be able to pick that up rather easily, I imagine. With the grip difference between a 7-lap old hard and a 1-lap old soft, you should be able to see him close. Yeah, not as much as I would have thought. We'll have DRS. Should be able to make it stick along the outside. He does Uzumaki bomb Nico just a tad, no contact, but definitely very late on the brakes there. Sometimes you just make that move as the guy that's getting overtaken to sort of stay out of the way so that your car doesn't get exploded by the guy that was driving next to you. Verts sets a 140.407 fast lap. Nico just trying to keep pace here. Definitely have a tire disadvantage. Blockman putting time in on Verts. About a second last lap. On Viridis, excuse me. Sublime driving around by himself again. It's a good spot to be. Sargent trying to chase down Sublime. I imagine he'll be able to get that done, possibly. Just keep at it, cut that corner as much as you possibly can if I get a penalty there. As you see, some rather large penalties we have towards the back. Schmeg and Style, both 9 seconds. Currently, Flavius is 11 back, so that might not come into play. Sargent gaining slightly, about a 10th in the last sector on Sublime. As you see, Nico chasing down Verts is keeping pace. Even on those old hard tires, Blockman sets another fast lap, 139.474. Let's see if Verts can beat that again. Nope, no such luck this time. Blockman has upped his lead to 6.5 seconds. Nico, if they can work together somehow, it is possible that Nico could sneak into the podium position with Beers' 3-second penalty. They got it's a tall order here. We got about 3.5 laps left in the race. Schmeg. Verts has left the session. Verts has left. That's no good. No I don't know about all of you, but I definitely cannot pass an AI driver because I'm way too slow. Hopefully he can get back into the race. This was not good timing for this to happen. So Nico, along with the AI speed, will still have DRS. And with the AI being super slow in the corner, he's just going to drive right through Vera or Verts. That's usually not what you're supposed to do. As Verts' AI goes into the pits, does not want to be on those soft tires. Oh my. Oh my. So Verts is getting totally hosed by his AI here. Getting a fresh set of soft tires as he has joined back. That is terrible. So Verts is tumbling down the order. Will be 10th where he started because the AI can't handle driving, apparently. As Captain Schmeg closing on the back of Rocket. Again, Captain Schmeg has a massive amount of time penalties. 9 seconds as we last had seen. So we'll see Verts. The only thing he has left to do is just go for that fast lap with those new soft tires. That is such a shame. Schmeg on the back of Rocket. I imagine he'll be hanging back here until they get to the hangar straight. Take advantage of that. Blockman setting sail, 7.5 seconds about ahead. Nico well behind, Drag King well behind, Sublime well behind. Everybody is spaced out. This is kind of like what some of those races that you see at, I don't know, France, Spain. Oh, Spain's a good one. Everyone's kind of spaced out. No real action. Just the broadcasters rambling as we see Schmeg pulling in on Rocket. Going around the outside. Rocket on those soft tires, hanging tough. Does get the move done. Where'd Rocket go? There he is. Sargent has closed about a half a second on Sublime in the last 3 laps. Gaining, running out of time now. 2 laps left. So Blockman dominating this session as we saw Verts do this first session. Beardus with only 3 seconds in penalties. Well clear of Nico as long as he keeps it in between the white lines. Pick up another one. That'll be a different issue. Sublime does have 3-second penalties. Not known for getting penalties during the race, so perhaps he had one too many mimosas. Sargent, yep, you knew that one was happening. Sargent, a little bit wide on exit, chasing down Sublime. He'll have a couple shots at DRS here with a lap and a half remaining. Should be able to close decently here on this hanger straight. Maybe position himself for a last lap pass. We shall see. Nobody else close to anybody else. Just this action that you see here on your screen. Sargent. Nico did not use... Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Nico did not use the tire compounds. Did he... Where's my race director? So he pit. Where is Nico? Nico went from soft to hards. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the game did there, but I think it pretty much screwed Nico over. Nico was in third place, I believe, at the time, all alone. Blockman gets the 3-second penalty. Won't matter because Viridis is more than 3 seconds and has his own penalty. Let's just see Blockman coming through Sector 3 now on the little mini-map. Free and clear. Sargent chasing down Sublime, now 0.2 of a second behind him. Does have that time penalty in pocket, but you definitely want to pass the guy in front of you as we go wide yet again here. Blockman coming through the last corners. Sargent looking for DRS. Blockman is going to cross the line and take the win. Viridis is going to come in second. Drag King will be third, at least on track. Sargent sends it like a boss inside Sublime. Sublime can't do anything but just sit there and take it. He's going to fall into 5th position. Drag King will cross the line in third at least. Sargent will be 4th. Sublime, penalties and all, will finish in 5th. Schmeg will drop a spot unless something drastic happens to Rocket here. And Verts, will he get the fast lap? Yes. The only thing worth driving for there at the end was that fast lap after his AI decided to pit once he had left the session. Whoopsies. So a little bit disappointing in there for Viridis. Picks up driver of the day. Congratulations. So we see Blockman taking the dominant win. Viridis comes home in second. Drag King in third. Sargent in 4th. Sublime in 5th. Rocket 6th. Verts in 7th. Schmeg in 8th. Style in 9th. Flavis in 10th. And Nico somehow, someway, got DQ'd because it said he didn't use the tire compounds, but I'm pretty sure a soft and a hard are different tire compounds. You see that right there. It looks like he pits. It's quite amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So perhaps, as he was sitting third, I believe, at the time, he might have a little bit of a gripe to get that reinstated, but I don't know how they would even do that. So we see pit stops from Nico there on lap 2. Everybody changed a compound. No idea. That's absolutely bananas. Never seen anything like it. Probably won't see anything like it. Failed to use required tire compound. That's crazy. Anyways, congratulations to Blockman. we will... Everything timed out, but I'm still here. Very strange. And we will see you next week. America's F2 Thursday. They shall be racing in Brazil and Abu Dhabi. One of those is a good track. The other is garbage. Anyways, this has been InsaneSparty. Thank you for joining America's F2 Thursday. Have a good night.